also over at Marvel and at Sony, we've been going back and forth with this, everybody. These two studios need to fucking get their shit in line and figure out what they want to do, because again, there's a lot of problems. Like, what are we gonna do for Spider-Man? We're gonna do more big budget shit. We're gonna do more street level shit. We're gonna bring Miles Morales in here, and that's the whole thing coming right now. That maybe Miles Morales will actually join in for Spider-Man 4. And now leads me to everybody, our featured story of the night. So I've been wanting to talk about Spider-Man for a minute here. Been thinking about it, dwelling on it, sleeping on it, waking up, sweating about it. That's not real. But so Spider-Man. Everybody's going nuts again online again about Spider-Man. Everyone's going fucking nuts because apparently the drama's not done behind the scenes. Sony, Marvel are still going back and forth being like, what are we going to do about Spider-Man 4? Sony wants to do the big budget with Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and of course, Tobey Maguire back. And now they're saying they want to add Miles Morales into this shit. They want to have Miles Morales come in. Now, there's been talk before. They've said, months ago, they said we want to bring Miles in for his own movie after Spider-Man 4. But now the talk is, let's just combine them. I can see Amy Pascal being like, let's just do it. And then Kevin Feige being like, fuck no. And they go back and forth. They're like, we're going to mess the audience up. So I think, though, it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen because at the end of the day, Sony has the rights. And I think they will probably bend and give a little bit. We might get a mixture of both, I think, because of the fact that it's been going on this long. I think we'll get a mixture. I think it will be bigger, but I think we'll bring Kingpin in. I hope it's not convoluted. I hope they find a way to make this work out. Because right now, I like the idea of Miles Morales. He's done great in Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming. And they've been talking about bringing him in real life. Bring him in. He's a very fucking great character. Make it happen. Maybe you cross him over. Maybe it's not Spider-Man 4, but they're going to try to make it happen. And I think that with Sony and with Disney, it's a tough fucking sell because Disney might have great ideas, but at the end of the day, it comes down to Sony. And people are going nuts about it right now. People are saying, hey, Sony should have to give their rights back to Disney because they're fucking these characters. That isn't how that works. They sign a fucking deal. They sign a deal, right, Sean, that says that they own the rights and they do not make the movie after so long. The rights go back to Marvel. But beyond that, the rights belong to Sony. And
Sony can keep Marvel, putting out shit as much as they want.
Like Madam Web.
Doesn't fucking matter because they'll still hold on to something that they think is going to make money. Oh,
do you think, Sean, that we will have a Miles Morales and a Spider-Man 4, or do you think this is going to blow up really bad and it's gonna and Marvel might eventually win?
Honestly, I think. There's Mike. I think. To me, it's too early to bring in Miles Morales. He is a great character and has his own story, much like the theme of, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, right? Of not fitting into that expected path of Spider-Man. Like Miles Morales has his own coterie of supervillains, his own set of powers, his own issues to deal with, but he really exists in a place where Spider-Man is an older mentor figure that has kind of passed on the mantle and said, you do your own thing, I'm going to do my thing, and they can coexist, and that's fine. To have Tom Holland and then have going younger than Tom Holland for Miles Morales could be a gamble. It could be interesting. I just think it's also like, again, they back themselves into a corner and they see this as an opportunity. Yeah, I can say coterie. Look at that. I said coterie. Sorry, Mike.
I've never heard that word spoken aloud before.
Coterie of supervillains? Come on. It was in Peacemaker.
What about college, Sabrina?
Isn't Miles Morales in college and Tom Holland was in high school?
No. Miles. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He was, but now he's out. He's not in high school anymore,
Right, but I mean, they're kind of the same age. I don't think he's younger. Like, I think they're kind of in the
it depends if we're using the Miles Morales from the animated world and going to put him into the Tom Holland-ish, MCU, right? I think it's fine, and I think the Miles Morales character has always suffered from the expectations of him and what his relationship is to the Peter Parker Spider-Man. I think that's always kind of hindered his adoption, acceptance, whatever you want to call it, into the larger kind of Marvel scene. And he's been pushed because he's a great character. I mean, he was written by Brian Michael Bendis and put into a time when you needed a new voice within that Ultimate Universe of comics. I just don't see. Again, I've had this issue with a lot of the recent Marvel movies. By the way, I finally watched Marvels. I'm fucking disappointed.
The worst fucking movie. I literally.
It wasn't the worst.
It wasn't the worst.
It wasn't the worst. There were definitely. It was. You could definitely tell who didn't want to be there. Number two, they ripped a ton of shit off of Spaceballs.
Watching it.
When your villain is doing a Spaceballs, you have an issue. But no, anyway, I'm with Queen here. Yeah, like Peter, the way that Peter has been established as a Tom Holland Peter. When I say Peter, he cannot take on a protege at this point. I don't see that happening. He's too young. Miles Morales came about in a vacuum. Like he came about because that universe's Spider-Man died, and there wasn't another Spider-Man. And Brian Michael Bendis saw the opportunity to introduce and connect with a new generation of diverse audiences with Miles Morales, and did a fantastic job respecting both cultures of Puerto Rican and Black. It was just great. If you really want a really good Miles Morales story, honestly, the Spider-Man video game is fantastic. So
I've heard it's good.
Okay, Rachel.
I don't agree. I don't agree, Rachel, because
no, people just want it to be Peter Parker. It's the same issue that we had a few weeks back when we talked about Superman, the Black Superman, right? People not understanding that that's not supposed to be your Superman. That is a different universe's Superman. People not getting that is definitely what hinders it. But that's also the difference between someone that has comic knowledge and the general public, and that's up to Hollywood, and that's up to the way the movie is marketed, to kind of introduce those concepts and things that people might not be ready for, might not be comfortable with.
Also, when was the last time a Spider-Man movie was nominated for an Oscar? Both Into the Spider-Verse and
Cross Spider-Verse.
Thank you. Were nominated for Oscars.
Pretty huge.
So
I would say that was more on the technical achievements and artistic styles.
They were nominated for Oscars.
But yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you there.
Can I say one thing though about this? One thing that people are arguing about online is with the Sony and the Marvel deal is the definition of Peter Parker. And so what they're saying is if they break the definition Sony does of who Peter Parker is, then Marvel can get the rights back. And according to the contract, I mean, this is all logistics I've heard. According to the contract, in that contract, Peter Parker has to be a white kid from Queens. So
really?
If that, yes.
That's the way it's written in the contract? Really?
Yes. If they break that
contract, Jesus
if
Christ.
they break that, then it would break the whole Sony deal, and then Marvel could get the rights back. And that's a big debate online right now. And so they're like, well, that's why he has to be Miles Morales, and then it's fine. But if they tried to recast Peter Parker to be not a white kid from Queens, it would blow the whole deal up, and then Marvel get the rights back. Which
again, but that's again you're playing into the fears and stereotypes of uninformed people, right? Fuck it, we'll just make our character that we've grown up with, that we have all these like feelings and emotions and memories tied into, we'll just make them black all of a sudden. That's not what's happening here. It's a completely different Spider-Man with his own story to tell, and it was exactly. I don't want to see this happen, even if it is for legal shenanigans. And God, that's contract legalese just makes my fucking brain hurt.
And that's the biggest debate about Spider-Man right now. It's the biggest thing right now. They're hoping Sony fucks it up so Marvel gets it back.
Oh Jesus!
They're all.
But that can't be in the contract. If you make a movie that gets them a Rotten Tomatoes meter of 2, or you earn enough Razzies, then Marvel gets the rights back. I don't think that's in the contract.
That's what I'm saying.
They should.
People are hoping.
That would be great.
Because
honestly, maybe a modern contract has that language in there.
Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think that Miles Morales will come in, and do you think there's legalese or just a lot of fucking red tape that people are trying to hope for something so Marvel gets it back? How do you feel about this?
I'm with you, Queen.
I don't know about Marvel getting it back or what the fuck that's going to lead to, but insofar as what Sean said about him not fitting into the Spider-Man universe, I strongly disagree. Tobey Maguire was super fucked up about his uncle dying, and Tom Holland is super fucked up about his aunt dying, and Andrew Garfield is super fucked up about Gwen dying. You know what I mean? So Miles Morales has his own struggle, and you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be the fucking same thing. And I will be perfectly honest with you. The first one, I don't know, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider. What's the fucking first one?
Into the Spider-Verse.
One of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I fucking loved it. The music was amazing. The animation was amazing. The way that they made it fucking different. Like, I fucking loved it. I liked the second one not as much as the first one, but I did like the second one as well. But I was so thrilled to see that movie. And I know it's not popular belief, but I'm an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man gal.
It's so good.
But I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing, and I can't wait until they do more of this. So I don't know that it doesn't fit. I think it'd be super fun if they did a Roger Rabbit type thing where he was animated and the rest of them weren't.
Wow.
That'd be fucking great.
Wow.
That'd be fucking
I think
great.
that would be kind of fucking awesome, and I'd be so here for that because then you'd have the same voice and it'd be the same character. Like, it wouldn't be someone taking over his role, which is always hard. Like, if you put in, a live person to take over a voice actor because the voice actor doesn't fit the role, like, there's going to be a disconnect. So
He's going to age out.
Yeah. He's too old already. He's already too old.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if you let him voice it and you had him, be Spider-Man animated, like, I think that would be super fucking dope. So I vote for that. That's what I would really fucking love. And again, I love Miles Morales. I love the character. I love his story. I love his history. I love that his mom is so fucking hot in animated fashion. I'm super into all of the Miles Morales thing. So if they do a Roger Rabbit type thing, I am super fucking here for it. If they don't, I'm obviously still gonna watch it. But I feel like there's like an originality that you can use that would kind of make it fucking super funny and super awesome and super original. And I think that like that would be, I don't know, really the route to go if you were gonna do this.
What are you talking about? This is all handshakes and hugs. Jesus.
What happened?
Still got it. Still got
I
it.
also agree he does need his own movie, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And that's what Sony said before they're going to give him his own movie. But now, because, again, this has been... It just blows my mind. You're right, Sabrina. I think the Roger Rabbit thing would be fucking awesome. Like, you bring him in that way. The guy who's playing him right now has been trying to play him in real life, but it's not working out. They keep going back and forth. He does look a lot older than what you would think Miles Morales would be. And so I like how he plays him.
The whole multiverse thing, right? So he's in that cartoon verse and he will come out and not, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you could absolutely make it fucking work. And I think it would be really original and really fun.
Yeah. Across the Spider-Verse did do that, like, reverse, right? Because they had Donald Glover. Donald Glover was in one of the cages or whatever.
And they showed Andrew Garfield in that shit too. They showed Tobey Maguire in that. They showed.
You know what I mean? Like, but yes, absolutely. And if that's what they do, I'm fucking here for it all day.
And they could totally do it, 100%. Mike, how do you feel about this, man? You're by yourself down there in your bottom corner square. Do you think that Spider-Man will bring in Miles Morales into Spider-Man 4 or just do a spin-off? And do you think this battle between Sony and Marvel will ever fucking end?
That's a great question, and I have no knowledge upon which to base an opinion for that. I know that doesn't usually stop me, Brian, but I can't even weigh in on that. I have no idea about contract legalese. We talk a big eye penis here, but when it comes down to it. I haven't even seen Across the Spider-Verse yet. I saw the first one. I thought it was incredible. It's honestly one of my best movie-going experiences of the past few years. I came out of that movie feeling terrific. And Miles Morales is a great character. So, yeah, more of him. I don't have, like, the same issues with continuity. Like, I'm just not draconian like that. Like, maybe I don't represent the audience at large, like, but twist it, make it different, bring stuff in, change stuff. Like, I don't care. Part of that is because I work a job, so I don't have the bandwidth to even pay attention to, like, if all this shit hangs together or not.
What do you? What are you insinuating, Mike?
I can't pay attention you have a job, Sean. You're a very competent professional. We all know that.
Yes, so do the rest of us, bud.
I could. There just was a time when I could muster half a shit to give Sean, and it just isn't there anymore. Maybe I'm just old.
I just
want to watch
Happy
the
Wednesday.
pretty colors flash.
Just give me good shit. Give me good stories.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Good stories shot well with good actors that care about the source material. Like I don't know. Like like the Marvels. Obviously some flaws to it, but Miss Marvel did a fantastic job in it. That actress, like, you could obviously tell that she is
great.
dialed into that character, and like honestly, like if it was more of a focus on her, I thought that was great. We don't need a Disney princess planet. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Brie Larson got to dance and sing.
Why? Who cares, man?
When she started singing, I was like, I will be. When she's done singing, let me know, because I am fucking done with this. Like, there's
Sabrina's like,
I'm sure you loved it.
Like, get ready for it.
I'm sure you
Here come the
loved it.
cats.
Yeah, like there are so many Spider characters, and yes, they are all variants of what we expect Peter Parker to be. But Miles Morales was the first one that kind of broke the mold, right? Like, he was the one that kind of defined or tried to redefine what it meant to be a Spider-Man. And I hope that he gets that they give that character the level of importance and respect that it deserves. I don't want to see him shoehorned in to an Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland buddy movie. I can understand. I understand that like, yes, you saw No Way Home and the success that was, and how Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans are flying off the shelves at Target, and fuck it, let's sell another toy with Miles Morales.
Well, that's the thing, Sean. It's like, they're looking at Sony as a business, right? And that movie made so much fucking money, right? And so, like, we just need to do more of this. And that's where the whole debate is right now about what we're going to do. And that's where they're fighting Marvel, because they're like, this would make so much more money if you bring them all back together. And then Marvel's like, no, we should just have the Kingpin and have a Defenders type style come in and do a ground level, street level superhero movie. And that'll be what Spider-Man should be. And so I think they're going to be battling back and forth, but I think Sony will win. I think Sony will win. I hate to say that, but I think Sony will win. I
think so too. Especially some of the decisions that Disney Marvel have been making. They are going to chase the money, and they're not going to try and leave anything on the table. Why risk it, right? When you've had so many failures recently trying to expand your universe with characters that obviously didn't connect with the audiences, right? Like, She-Hulk did fine, didn't do great. Miss Marvel did fine, didn't do great. The Marvels was a failure.
Did not do good.
It was fine. I'm saying it was fine. But like,
not fine.
It was a movie. It was a show.
Miss Marvel was a TV show.
Yeah, it was a show. It was a movie,
I thought you meant the Marvels. You're correct.
No. The Marvels.
I had the same problem last week, Sabrina.
Yeah, no. I remember that
last week.
The Marvels was a box office failure. Absolutely, like, there's no question there. Madam Web was a worse failure though.
It just beat it out, like, worst movie ever. So good for him.
And like,
thumbs up to Madam Web.
Yeah, I don't know. And you still got a Craven movie coming, right? You still have, a supposed Venom 3. All this other shit. Yeah, like, you have all this other shit in the docket, and you wonder, like, how far advanced, like, they're just fucked for, like, 3 years. They're just going to put out shit and hope one of them works.
Venom 3 has like a young Spider-Man in it. Apparently, the rumors are out there that's like a teenage Spider-Man that's not quite anybody else, and he's like 10 or 11, and Venom's supposed to be helping him out, like, figure out how to become Spider-Man.
Fuck! They're gonna introduce Eddie Brock's son?
I mean, maybe. That was the idea, that it was supposed to be like a young Spider-Man. It's not anybody we know. He's super young, and he's trying to save him so he doesn't die before he becomes Spider-Man. One of those things.
But at the end of the last Venom, wasn't it that he saw
Dylan
Tom
Brock.
Holland, and that he saw, what's his name? My favorite actor. I love it, like a fucking guy. What's his name? He's in all the movies. Fuck.
Could be anyone.
No,
Sam Rockwell?
He's in all the movies. No, he was at the end of Venom. He's the chief. He's the chief in fucking the Spider-Man universe with
Dennis Leary?
Tom Holland.
No.
Jesus fuck, dude. Oh my god, I can see his face. He's in the Star movie that you watch with Sissy Spacek that you love, the series and he was also
J.K.
in Dad
Simmons.
Juno. Thank you, J.K. Simmons. That's how Venom ended. It was like J.K. Simmons and Tom Holland, and he's like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" Like, wasn't that the whole thing? Like, you're gonna bring in a new Spider-Man? That doesn't even make sense.
Yep. Well, that's like Madam Web was supposed to have Spider-Man in it at the very end, and they're gonna have Andrew Garfield at the very end. But then they changed the whole dynamic of it because
good for Andrew Garfield because that was a shit show.
They shot someone with him.
Oh fuck.
And then they changed it. So they shot some with him, and then they changed it from the 90s to the 2000s, and that changed the whole dynamic. And if you see the movie, apparently there's a lot of stuff that's 90s, and but they ignore it. There's like flip phones and shit like that. And then it's like, oh, it's not the 90s, it's 2003, which is totally off, you know? And so when they changed that, they cut all the post-credit scenes, which is supposed to tie into a Sinister Six thing.
Were there any Madam Web post-credit scenes?
No,
were there any? No?
None.
Like, that was the whole reason. Like, honestly, that was one of the reasons why I felt like I had to watch the Marvels, is I wanted to see what this fucking introduction of Beast would be.
Beast.
Dude,
I saw it and I was like, okay.
How bad
was fine.
They must have AI'd his voice.
It was embarrassing.
You don't think that was Kelsey Grammer?
I think they AI'd him because they did
like
reshoots. It did sound just like him. AI can be the same way, but they did reshoots during the strike. Like the strike happened and they shot it. They refixed it apparently, and so like no one said it yet. But to me personally, I think it was AI'd. I think they paid him.
Come in and done voiceover afterwards to make it his voice. Like I
could have, but it came out during the strike though.
I'm gonna fucking Google it right now.
And they changed it because it was supposed to be something different, and then they changed it last minute to be Kelsey Grammer. That's why I'm just putting it out there.
I'm just saying, whatever was happening in that scene with that girl and her fake crying and her fake mom shit, and the other mom being like, I don't know, like it was one of the most
I'm sorry, she's a
awful
great
post-credit scenes I've ever seen in my life. No, she's not.
She's a good human being.
I liked her very much in
it was Kelsey Grammer.
So they're saying it was. Yeah, they're saying it was. But is it? Peppy?
Holla.
Peppy doesn't know.
We hollered. We want to know.
Yeah. Come on, Peppy. Come on.
No,
man.
there's so many loose ends that Marvel have teased with all these end credit teasers that just probably are never gonna fucking come up again.
Sean,
you know
aren't most post-credit scenes being like, oh my god, or what, or you know what I mean, like whatever, like fucking Roy Kent as Hercules. I was like, like
never seen again.
Never gonna happen.
Doesn't matter. It was good shit. This was
never gonna
embarrassing.
Happen.
I just want Hannibal Buress to come out and call Captain America a criminal again.
You're never gonna see it again, Mike.
It's
changed drastically.
Zach has final word.
Yeah.
Oh, I trust Zach.
Zach, welcome back. Zach has been here for a long time. So good to see you.
Oh, he's been here all night. He had a Coke joke earlier.
Earlier.
I mean, today.
Joke on you, and I know you voted for Peppy fucknuts. I don't like it.
Today. I'm saying today. I haven't seen Zach in like at least a week and a half, 2 weeks. So.
He said he has no idea who that is. He doesn't know who Kelsey Grammer is.
I would have taken him for a big Frasier fan.
Oh,
Kelsey Grammer's a
tossed out and scrambled eggs. Sign Zach up.
Here it is, Sean.
That's right.
Yeah, I knew it. You fucking can't. I get it. I see right through you.
I think, though, give Miles Morales his own show, his own movie. Make that happen. His own spinoff. Maybe you wait. They want to do 4, 5, and 6 of Spider-Man.
Wait. Was she a great big?
Wait. Just like wait. Couple movies, and then at the very end, you pawn it off to him, and then he takes over the Spider-Man franchise. Then we have Secret Wars and all that. I get they're trying to rush him, probably to be in the Secret Wars because Into the Spider-Verse did so well. They probably want to throw in that shit too. But I think wait. Just wait.
Let's just watch Deadpool. Let's wait for July. It can't come soon enough.
Yeah, July cannot come soon enough.
Is it really that long? That's that far away? Oh my god!
July.
It's not
that far.
July's not that far. The new trailer's supposed to drop in a month, by the way, for Deadpool. So 1 month they're saying it'll be dropping in March. So at the same time that the new spinoff of X-Men 97 is going to drop, that's when they say they'll probably drop the trailer for Deadpool to the actual full trailer. So
and get this, talk about corporate synergy. A line-wide relaunch of the X-Men comics also comes on the heels of Deadpool 3 and X-Men 97. Yeah.
Dude.
Fucking Disney, man.
Way to drop that inconspicuous clue, Disney. Thank you.
Who knew that was going to happen?
I can tell they're changing some of the voice cast for that. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. Even the original guy for Wolverine, I'm like, dude, what happened to your bub, man? Well, you're old. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got old, man. Though. People get old.
Yeah,
it's okay to age. It's okay to age.
It's okay to age. Live forever, but age a little bit each day.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man's coming, everybody, and you know what? You can't stop it. Won't stop it. Spider-Man 4. Regardless of what Tom Holland said, it's like, oh, he's fucking signed up. Spider-Man 4 is coming, and it comes down to Disney and Sony taking their shit, throwing it in a basket, spinning that sumbitch sideways, and figuring out what works the best for their fucking project moving forward. And I hope at the end of the day, we get some that's a mixture. I want to see Kingpin. I want to see D'Onofrio come in. He fucking killed it. He killed it in Echo, guys. He killed it in Echo. Echo, not the best show, but he killed it. I like Echo a lot. I still think D'Onofrio, whatever they're saying for him, bring him back. I want to see Kingpin versus Spider-Man so bad. And then
I want to see where he goes after Echo, because she put all his memories back. She fucked him. Like, who knows who he's going to be now? You can't. I mean, you're calling for old Kingpin. Who knows if he changed after the end?
Oh, I never finished Echo.
I'm sorry.
It's totally normal. I'm sorry.
The last 2 episodes.
I don't give a shit. I don't know if I'll get it.
Episodes are really good. You gotta finish it, Sean.
All right,
it gets into they're setting up for Mayor Kingpin. You know what that fucking storyline is. So
there's a lot of possibilities. I like that, actually.
They're setting that up. He flies in New York to become mayor at the very end. So, spoiler alert.
Okay. I'll take it.
Mayor Kingpin, Daredevil, Spider-Man, street level, and the other Spider-Man come to help him. I don't know. It might be a good dynamic. We'll find out soon enough. Anyways, Spider-Man's changing. Things happening. I can't wait to see where it goes. Sony and Marvel keep fighting. And we'll talk about some more. Everybody's fucking arguing online. And I think at the end of the day, hopefully they can find a way to fucking conglomerate all that shit to make the fucking best Spider-Man 4 moving forward, to bring in these characters from the Netflix series and make it the great thing ever. We get the best Spider-Man ever. And I can't wait to see more. Tom Holland is going to be back. And I can't wait to see where Spider-Man goes in the future.